Hi everyone, I'm Wei. Today, I'm going to show you this. We just developed and launched the Qiyi Pro. The magnetic set is a magnetic set. Okay, first of all, we have this Qiyi Pro maglev version. A lot of people are asking about these too. Is it maglev good? What's the difference between a maglev and spring version? To be honest, I think the difference is probably a little bit more than the Qiyi Pro M. It's not much, really. So both are pretty good. But the maglev is more extreme. Let you reduce the friction of the rotation. But because when you put a new one, it's all slippery. So if you put two of these together, you may not feel any difference when you open the new one. The difference will only appear after break-in. Okay, first of all, what you see on the screen is our core magnetic DIY set. This is the magnetic set and the magnetic version. When you want to modify this, you must prepare a screwdriver. Let's turn it on. I chose white and yellow myself. You can also decide for yourself. You must choose two opposite. Okay, look at this. Because we need to be opposite. Our magnetic set can be matched. Be careful that this part is scattered. Hold this well. Okay, take out the super glue you just prepared. Directly drop on our core caps. Is there anything like this? Just put it in. It's actually easy to understand. Then you can see it on both sides. It has a clip. Then it is directly matched. Then press it to the bottom. Press hard on both sides. Don't press too hard. Our magnetic set is probably softer than ABS plastic. So you still have to be careful not to overdo it. Okay, after you press it in, take this piece away. Observe from the side if it is sealed. That's it. In fact, it doesn't have to be 100%. In fact, the two sides are matched. Then take the super glue and drip it. 1 or 2 drops will be fine. Did you notice that we don't have our cube mat on the table today? Because I'm afraid that the super glue will drop on it. Okay, I just drop a little bit. Just drop a little bit on each seam. Be careful not to drop on your hand. It will be difficult to handle if you drop on your hand. Okay, put the core set aside. At the same time, let's deal with our corner. Okay, the corner very simple, because it doesn't actually have any mechanism. It's a curved surface. I'll put it in. Then just put it in the middle. Put it in the middle. See for yourself if you put it in the middle. Okay, 3 leaves are on top of 3 oblique surfaces. That's it. You think it's okay to be in the middle. Okay, just drop the super glue at this time. Be careful. 1 drop on each side. In fact, if you want to position it, 1 drop, 2 drops. That's it. That's it. Then let it dry. See, it's flowing inside, right? Oh, that smells bad. Don't smell it. Try to do it in a ventilated place. Okay. Well, that. Some people say if you use styrofoam glue, can you? I can't test styrofoam glue myself. Why? Styrofoam glue, it takes too long to dry. Maybe it's going to take a long time. 4 or 3 weeks. It's not really dry yet. Because it's dry on the surface. It's still wet inside. And then it's not completely shaped. I think it's a lot of trouble. Super glue for about 10 minutes. It's all done. I think so. So I tested the results myself. I think it's good to use super glue here. What's super glue? I don't think there's any difference. Like the 401 I used before. Or this one chun chun. It's just something that's easy to buy. After the super glue drops, it's almost fixed. Sometimes super glue doesn't dry completely and you assemble the cube. After one night, you'll find it. Some white stuff come out, right? It's normal, so we don't have to. I'm going to assemble the cube after it's dry. Like me, I'm going to find something to stand it up. Let it not tilt like this. Actually, that's about it. You just put it there for a while, and you are sure it's not flow anymore. Then you can just put it there, and then put it in a ventilated place. About an afternoon, one evening, or a night. That's it. If you don't feel it okay, just like me who wants everything to be perfect, not reassuring enough, you'll wait until it's totally dry. You may want to drop the second layer. Like this. You'll feel like it really is. There are many layers of plastic. It's all dry. The one that's dry. The residue. Wrap it up. Then you feel assured. Even if you use something to skew, you won't be able to get it off. That's it. It's really, it's very durable. Okay, so I can make it more. I can dry it more comfortably. I bought that. This. Clay. Then make a stand like this. Can you see it? Not bad. So I think it's not bad. I can make several corners at the same time like this. Okay, let's do the same here. Okay, after half an hour of electric fan. This should be almost dry. Let's take a look. Just drop quickly. Okay, let's talk about the composition of the super glue. In fact, it is the solution of acrylic. So after it is dissolved and dried, it will become a solid acrylic. Okay, look, the hard part of this super glue component. It's all clear. Transparent plastic. Then give it a simple pull. You have to make sure it's not moving. Make sure it doesn't move, it's already fixed. In fact, I smell a little bit like this. The best and safest way is to wait until there's no smell at all when you smell like this. Then assemble it. But because of today's filming, I will simply demonstrate. After filming, I will still take it apart and put it completely dry. Okay, then our axis looks very solid. Then you can assemble it this time. And you can also observe how high the screws are when they are assembled. When you lock it back later, it's probably locked over there. You can see here, I didn't see the screw at all. So at least when you assemble it back later, is to lock the screw completely into the axis like this. Okay, let's turn it around after it's assembled. At this time, just assemble it and turn it again. In fact, the obvious feeling is that the magnetic force has become stronger. Its magnetic force really becomes stronger. Okay, I'll just come with us. Let's compare their phone V3 flagship version. It is the version with core magnetic. Okay, this one. Although I'm just comparing the magnetic force, then the magnetic force is obviously better than phone V3. The magnetic force is even stronger. In fact, it is not talking about magnetic force only, but the overall stability provided by it will be better. Because of its magnetic field, you can feel it from year to year. There's a kind of force that wants to be rectified. Then we change the axis. In fact, it is not entirely about automatic or something. Of course, that is an advantage. But not every cube could achieve that. Like this. The cube that just came out is more. The friction is relatively large, then you turn again. You may. ITY, how come he doesn't have automatic rectification? But you have to actually do some solvings. Yes. You will know. Its feeling of the core magnetic is what it looks like. The feeling. So some people say that they can't go back after trying core magnetic cubes, because they really rely on this. In the possible range of this fusion, or in the magnetic field of the axis, its cube will have a force that wants to rectify, so that your hand doesn't have to spend too much excessive spirit to focus on the position. Go and see if he has any rectification. You can do your algorithm with confidence to focus on the connection more. Okay, when this one comes out, because the axis is relatively small, so that's because they doesn't want cubers to shortcut too much or too loose. But after adding the core magnetic, then the magnetic force became stronger. At this time, if it is my own habit, I will loosen them. Loosen all sides. Every time it's half a circle, half a circle, half a circle. Do this, don't go too far, because it has become a stronger magnetic force. Better stability. Magnetic effect. At this time you can. This is the center screw. All of them. Loosen it a little bit. The principle of adjustment is equal. Of course, every side must be consistent. Let it pull a little bit. Pull a little bit. The most obvious advantage is that the entire area of the friction is getting bigger. The original setting is less magnetic force. If you adjust it too loose, it may cause the cube to become unstable. After the core magnetic mod, you see this. It's obvious that it's back. The overall stability of the cube has improved. At this time you can loosen it a little bit. Let it achieve better friction, or a lighter feel like this. Okay, if you say let's directly compare it to this, it's still a little no good. After all, the phone V3 is still the top of their series. But I have to say this kind of feeling. Performance or stability. In fact, it's really nice already. I think it's better than when I first opened it. It's a big step closer to this one. Okay, this is why we spend so much time to modify the core, to design the structure of the core magnet. It really can make obviously a very cheap cube, but the performance is not inferior to this, a top-of-the-line flagship like this. Alright, I hope you can find the one you like. Or modify the cube you like to be more suitable for yourself. Or play it more smoothly.
Day 2.
Okay, this is the end of this tutorial demonstration video. When I was about to edit the film, Qiyi launched the latest model of this series. It's called the core version. The point is that there is a UV coated. It has UV. Okay, price is really affordable. A little more expensive than the original maglev version. It's really cheap. Very, very heartwarming. But actually, I'm not looking at the UV coating. The point is in this. What is the core version it mentioned here? Of course, in fact, I can probably guess. Core. It must have done some tricks on the core, right? Of course, the first time I thought of it as core magnetic. Okay, that's right. You see, when you open the lid, you will find that the color of the logo is different. So it still made a little difference. Okay, then take it off quickly, you're right. It's really that. That's the official version of the core magnetic. Sure, they added it. Not only that, its edges also add magnets. Yes, this is the core version. This is the core version. It did not have been called core version. It's called the core version now. I actually don't know if they were typing the wrong word. The designer typed the wrong word. No matter if it is core magnet or not. It should be called the core magnetic version. How can it be called the core version? Core doesn't mean anything. Every cube has a core. What is the core version? I don't know. Maybe they'll change it in the next version, maybe. Okay. They released the official core magnetic version. Added the official core magnetic version, which is very, very thankful. Very, very thankful. So I think this one, it might be a little bit of a mistake on marketing. They might not have thought of it at first. And do so much at last. Put so much resources on this one, but because we think he's doing a really good job on this one. And then I helped them promote it. Then this one has a core magnetic version now. But I just took a look at this one. Comparison of the handmade version with the official version of the core magnet, and of course the most important thing is, after the actual comparison of the feel, I found out, although they put a lot of effort into this one, added the official version of core magnet. But I have to say that this official version may not be good though. Its edge magnets are also pulled farther. So the effect of this magnetic modification is weak. In fact, I think it is quite inconspicuous. It's not relative yet. It's very inconspicuous. I think this is a pity. I think this is actually a bit unexpected. Because since they have already added core magnetic mod. But why? It's really insensitive. Where's the place where there's really a sense? Enter in this place. Is it core magnetic or not? Core magnets are here. I feel that he has a little bit of a push up. But in fact, very little. The effect of core magnetic is slightly. You have to turn very slowly. And I have loosened this side. It's at a very slow speed. In this place, you can feel that it's a little lighter. But when it comes to here, the range of core magnetic field should be. It actually did not take effect. Yes, that's a pity. When you turn it a little faster, you will feel a more obvious difference. Although they added a lot of mechanism in it. But it's a pity that it didn't work at all. The effect that these designs should have, but not. If you are more in pursuit of the stable feeling of core magnet, I still recommend that you modify by yourself. It will be more effective than you buy this official version. It's quite a lot. Of course, this one has another advantage, it's just that it's got a UV coating. This surface looks pretty good. That's it. Alright, that's it. Core Magnetic DIY Kit Introduction Demonstration. We're lucky to have this official version in time to compare with the latest official Core Magnetic version. You can make a comparison. You can touch for yourself. See what kind of feeling you like or some. Okay, I'm back. See you next time. Bye 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 bye.